But it's gonna have to do. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am the rhythmic lightworker, and I'm here today right at sundown to give you a message from your spirit guides and ascended masters who have been trying to come through the entire eclipse season, but haven't been able to because I have been having such a hard time recording videos and getting them out, because I'm not going to blame it on anything other than technical difficulties. We'll just speak in code for those of you who understand exactly what's going on with us right now, and the reasons why we're having such a hard time getting our messages out, our videos out. But it ain't gonna stop us, because we are meant to be here. I'm gonna keep it. Came out again, so I'm dropping it. Right hand of empathy here. Archangel Uriel, angel of the flame. Last but not least, Materiel, angel of rain. Okay. Yeah, I've had Gabriel one too many times. Okay. 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 And on the bottom of the deck, we've got the right eye of wisdom. So here's what I'm going to say. Right now, we are going through a huge shift of energy, and it is palpable. I said it before, and I'm going to put it down. The right eye of wisdom. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Spirit said to take it, I'm going to take it. And then I'm going to draw some cards, okay? Okay, the right hand of empathy, the angel of the flame, Uriel, Shakma, right eye of wisdom, excuse me, Material, angel of rain, Gabriel, angel of heralds. And the angel of heralds, I have to say real quick, is the bringer of signs that is going, like, he blows the horn of announcement. He's the one that you'll hear blowing his trumpet, blowing his horn, sounding that something is coming. There's something different that hasn't been. Hang on just a second. Let me get in the zone here. Okay, so here's what's happening. I said it the other day, this must be the same energy. Your superpower is empathy, okay? You have a way of being able to use your wisdom, and that's why you only had the right eye, the right hand, the right side of the body, okay? The right eye of wisdom is important here because the entire side of the body, energetically, that you use as a way to intake your energy and expel energy, when you complete the circuits, you complete it in the hand. Look at this on the bottom of the deck right here. We've got the Magus, which is the magician energy. It's the, with happiness. Oh, okay, and death through science. Okay, someone's fixing to go through their, yeah, like I said, someone's going through their dark night. Okay, excuse me. Gabriel heralds the change. He's the one that calls in and says, hey, everyone, things are fixing to be different. Matariel is the bringer of the water that will wash away the energy that you are trying to get rid of so deeply. And you have no idea how strong water can be. Water is a way to, if you take a bottle of water, spring water, and you hold it for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and you just visualize yourself pouring light and love into this bottle of water, okay? Maybe you even take a Sharpie in whatever color you decide you want it, and you write on that bottle of water, after you do this, the intention of what you want that water to do for you that day. If you want it to help keep your vibrations high, which it's going to anyway, but you can program it to do that. It's like a liquid form of crystal, and it is a way for you to program your intentions along with other things like meditation, which is important, grounding all the time, grounding, staying grounded in the moment, and do not let yourself run rampant in your thoughts from the past. That's so important during a healing process, is to know that you do not have to keep reliving the experience, to let the experience go, and you do not have to have someone forgive you to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is about yourself. It is not about the other person. It's about having the understanding and the wisdom to know that you are here on this planet as a light being, as a higher calling, okay? And being able to step into that is extremely scary. It's so hard, and I understand. But you're coming to the end of a cycle here. Yep, I'm gonna take it. And Archangel of, you're basically being called here. I noticed that they all have multiple arms. Okay, you must be a very helpful person. Must be someone that is always there for people. You are always showing up. If anything, if you don't, it kills you, and so it breaks you down, and it makes you unable to be there for other people. And it's like the shame of not showing to a family event that your haters are going to give you. And you know what? The reason why you're not showing up to that family event is because you are being around the kind of people that are giving you crap for not showing up to a family event. If you can't be somewhere, you can't be somewhere. If you don't want to be somewhere, you don't want to be somewhere. Why is what they want more important than what you want? It's not. And until we put ourselves first, the reason why they're able to do this and get away with it is because they have done it for so long that they know that if they give us a hard time about it, they take the energy. We don't have an energy exchange that's even. They always get more out of it. And in the end, when that happens, they are able to, look, cruelty. It's cruel. They're cruel. When you are abundant, they are cruel to you. Also, I think water is your superpower. I'm serious here. I think someone here has got like a full-blown either water sign or like I also see the 3 and the 9 here. Okay, we got to end the completion of cruelty. So that we can have abundance. And see the Fool being upside down for me. It lets me know that you are completely resetting, restarting. You are coming into a different energy completely. You're completing a cycle. You're completing, and you are turning into the next step of your journey, which will be what I'm doing. I mean, essentially, you may be already dabbling in tarot reading, but you've been taught that it's occultism or it's negative or it's not supposed to be, and that's just, I want to make it clear that a lot of people that have come before us you wouldn't be at this channel right now with this reading specifically. There's something here for you, okay? And it may just be a collective of people, and this energy is so fluid that once you start to meditate, start peace. You will be at peace. I've seen Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups, and I'm telling you right now, oh, I knew it. That's my seal right there. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. So here's what I'm going to say. You're coming to the end of a cycle, and that cycle has been, you know, painful, and it has hurt, and I know it has because I'm right there along with you. There's a lot of us. There's a lot of information out there that will explain exactly what is going on with you, with your energy, why you're going through what you're going through. If you have ever had any, it's like a light that is so bright, it draws every bug around to it. After a while, that bug zaps the light. The light doesn't only zap the bug zaps the light, okay? When it hits, it kills it, it just drains them. Okay, the light, the brighter that you get right now, the more that you come into your, oh, sorry about that. My outside cat, Salem, just came through. And see, you're gonna understand that, oh, you have a lot of interruptions in your life. I want you to know it's coming from energy from the past that is attached to the bloodline. It has been there for years and years. It needs to be cleared. There have been, I would have to say, ask your mother, ask your father, ask your family, ask them, say, hey, did you ever used to play with Ouija boards, or did you ever mess around with the open portals or anything like that? And you'll be surprised at what you hear. Trust me, because there's always going to be a story of someone playing with a Ouija board, and it's always going to be a story of it being me and your aunts, or we did it at a family's house, or, and I only say this because I've heard it so many times, and it's actually happened to me recently. And I've been going through this awakening now for 10 years. My entire life, but for 10 years. And I had no idea. And I knew I was clearing my genetic bloodline and the karma that, you know, because I knew this because my guides taught me this. And the more I meditated and the deeper I got into it and the harder that I committed, the more I committed to my spiritual journey, the more I woke up every morning, whether I wanted to or not, and I got the journal out. I'm teaching this to another right now, actually, and that's all they do anymore. It's free flow writing, or it's teaching yourself the Mayan calendar and what your Zolkin number is, which is the Zolkin Times has information about that.com. I don't endorse them, but I do know that Prime Disclosure, he's very, very public, so I don't have to, I mean, I already would endorse him. I mean, I love the Starseed family altogether. Oh, this just fell out. This is kind of like your tower moment, or you're gonna have a tower moment. Okay, when you find this out, it's gonna open your eyes. You're not gonna like it, but Archangel Uriel is coming in real hot and real quick to burn it into for your initiation by fire, if you will. And you will be able to call on this angel. And I'm not playing. This angel will come in, and if I'm remembering right, that Uriel is of the north, of the rising sun, I believe. Now, if hang on a second, let me think. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, or you will have to look it up and find your spiritual, guides, or even just sit down, take a deep breath, and intend on breathing and only focusing on breathing. And if you need to visualize on something, make it a clear blue sky, make it a forest scenery. You can sit down and picture a green grass and a blue sky, and anytime that you see a thought form float in, notice it. It's okay. It's just there hanging out. It's a cloud. It's going to pass right by. And as it passes by, let it go. And then remember that when you're noticing that you're thinking about something again, bring yourself back to the breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale so that you can come back to your 0 point center. There are a lot of there are a lot of YouTube is a great place to go. Steve Nobel. Once you get to a certain point as a starseed, if you don't know how, okay, you'll get to a point where you go off all media altogether. And I encourage that. I encourage completely... Salem, what are you doing? You'll get to a point where you're just done. You don't know what to believe anymore. You won't know what's right from wrong. You'll be like, that does not sound right at all. I'm so tired of hearing the same thing repetitively over and over and over and over. And then you start getting into understanding mind control and understanding that this, there's methods. I ain't gonna say no more. The seeker of knowledge is the one that gains their right eye of wisdom. It's said that Odin gave his left eye for knowledge to give his right eye of wisdom. Hey, Salem baby, watch out. He's all over the cards. I was determined to get this reading out no matter what. Okay, so basically, you've been treated like a fool. You have been, but guess what? You've had an attachment. Your entire bloodline has had an attachment for a while now. Someone opened up a portal on you and your family, and you were meant to come in and wrap this energy up by learning these details, hearing this reading, and awakening from it. Don't be a fool any longer, okay? The devil likes to play for a fool, and he'll come in at your worst moment, at your tower moment, okay? Yeah, and disrupt your peace and your flow and your abundance. But guess what? Things are about to change, okay? Because you are waking up. And guess what happens when you start waking up? Things become more clear. You start to get your energy back because you have a purpose again. You have an energy from the universe. You have a universal mind. Once you start to do this and you really dive deep into your spiritual setting, into your spiritual atmosphere, you will understand that it is written. Before we got here, it was written, and we did the best we could throughout time on this planet to linearize, or to explain something that is not linear whatsoever, and which is time, and make it linear. We've been oppressed. You have been oppressed. It's been too long, but guess what the good thing is? You're doing what you're supposed to be doing by even being here, because you're fulfilling your contract with the highest creator that you made before you got here. Now, I'm not going into I'm not going into religion, because that's not who I am, but I will say that I am here, and I ain't going to be responsible for when I get to the gate. I'm not going to be responsible. And they're like, hey, yo. Oh, sorry, my dog's being my dog. I am not going to be responsible for you not being able to we have been oppressed and disrupted. I have been interrupted every time I've tried to do this reading, no matter what. For the last few years, I've got a spy. When I cross over and my guides look at me and my family on the other side, which is my family here essentially, but when they look at me and they say, hey, when I cross over and I look at them and I say, did I do it this time? And they say, nope. That's not gonna happen. Hang on. So you've been oppressed by family, and you have been dealing with an attachment. You have been going through a lot. Your bloodline's been going through a lot. Your family may not even know it, and if you try to talk to them about it, they may even gaslight you and say, yeah, we opened up a Ouija board, we opened up a portal, we knew we were playing a game, we thought we were just playing, and the whole time, they didn't understand it because they thought they were playing a freaking game, but they opened up a telephone, basically, and forgot to hang it up, and there can be anything coming through, and that thing is still probably out there somewhere because everybody just thinks it's a game. And I am not here to complain and gripe, but I'm definitely here to give word that you need to stop playing with stuff you don't know nothing about. And you best believe that there's a reason why they were attracted as your family to this item. Or maybe I'm not going to get into religion, but anyway, you've had a sense of oppression. You know what I mean? And it's not gone away. You know how you've been treated. You know that things have happened in your family, maybe in your childhood, that you knew at the time was wrong. Maybe you saw your mother and father fight a lot, or maybe you saw your, parental figures into it. And this is just something that a lot of starseeds and light workers, a lot of people go through. Okay, listen, I want to say this: if you are having multiple dreams a night, here's some signs, okay? A couple of signs if you're a starseed or a light worker, or if you're one of the quote-unquote chosen out of the Bible, you need to read up on it. I'm not saying to read the Bible, I'm just saying that there are ways out there that you can find this information out for yourself, so please look it up. And don't listen to me, just listen to your inner guidance, okay? But you would not be here if it wasn't for my guides, and your guides have been talking this whole time, and they already knew about this reading way before this, and they knew what was going to happen, and so they got everything all lined up. And that's the problem when they come in, when we are in the 3D form. That's the problem with playing with Ouija boards and things that will open up communication between you and spirit in the physical, when you have no earthly clue what you are doing. Here's the problem. You can only see in third-dimensional form, a 3D form, which means you can only see a vibrational frequency that is base matter form. Tables, chairs, earth, rock, density. You can see dense items. But see, the problem is that when you are dealing with things like that on the other side, they are dealing with their fourth dimensional and higher, which means they can literally see every timeline, they see it all, and they have been preparing since your parents opened up that portal and that Ouija board and played that game and asked if anyone was there and laughed, and then all of a sudden you take it even further and you play with Ouija boards when you're at your friend's house, right? And you play with them and you open things up at your friend's house. And maybe you have things happen, or maybe you've got bad luck after that. And maybe you were like, what is going on? Or maybe they had it exercised. Ask about your bloodlines. See how far back they go. Because there is a chance that one of your bloodlines are an indigenous bloodline. Which means, not long far back, you and your parents have always been here. That bloodline has always been in the States. Do you know what I mean? Indigenous, like you're one of the original bloodlines, like an Aboriginal. One of the bloodlines is one of the original tribes. And you should check your bloodline, the soul. You have to figure out what your flame. Ask Archangel Uriel and Gabriel. Gabriel is the angel of heralds. This is my sign right here, that everything I'm telling you is truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me the highest of all my gods. And I swear, kind of like doctors swear an oath that they really don't usually, you know, not a moral oath anyway. Not all the time. However, let's see. If you look at him, that's funny. What's funny about this card is that I'm using the only crystal I brought out with me other than a Lemurian that I have in my pocket is this crystal sphere. And Angel Gabriel, he also has the entwined feathered serpent around him. Oh, excuse me. It's like a Quetzalcoatl quite type thing, one of the creator gods. And Archangel Gabriel is here to sound the sword, or sound the announcement. He's here to sound the bugle, so to speak, on a herald of change, okay? He's here from the ashes of these ruins, from the other realm. And he's here to explain what's going on with you and what happened. Here's what you got to do to get rid of this stuff. Water and fire. So once a year, I do a big bonfire. And I take everything for the year and I intend on every single bit of it. Finances, all of it. I burn it. All the paperwork, all the mail, anything that I don't have to absolutely keep for my records or finances, I burn. I also burn an intention for the 12 months. And I also clear out everything on my property and clean it up. And I have an outstanding amount of trees in my I love them. I love it here, and especially in the summer when there's, you know, a canopy of trees over me and I'm sitting out here at night meditating and it's already starry out, but then you see all the little lightning bugs. Oh, I'm getting off track. Nature is a huge, and that's why you got both of these, okay? Water, there's a reason why priests and holy men use water to baptize and clear and cleanse. And it's because it is so cleansing. It is so clearing. It is programmable. You can take water and tell it is terrible, horrible, and not, you know, say horrible things to the water, and then flash freeze it, and then put it under a microscope, and the crystallized forms of the water will be all messed up. It won't look like normal snowflakes, okay? However, if you say things like, I love you to the water, please accept my hope and praise, and please program light and love, and then you flash freeze that and then put it under a microscope, I kid you not, it's some of the most beautiful crystallized snowflakes you'll ever see. And that's because you can program the water with your intention. Your intention is important. If you intend on that bath water that you take, or that shower that you take every morning, if you intend that the water is clearing and ripping away layers and layers and layers of gunk and crap in your auric field that has gotten stuck because of negative emotions and negative thought forms, if you clear it, if you have the intention to clear it in the water in the shower, it will start to work. It will start to break through your shell. Just picture that water flowing over your body, like as it goes over you, it is just washing away your auric field that is around, it's actually outside of your body, because your spirit's actually outside your body and your body is actually in your auric field. It's hard to understand, I understand, but you'll start to get it once you open up your wisdom, once you open up the right eye of knowledge, because with empathy will come knowledge, okay? With knowledge and wisdom. With knowledge comes wisdom, okay? My grandfather used to always tell me, I didn't get this old by being stupid. I didn't get to be this old by being stupid, you know? And there's wisdom in that as well, because it's the truth. Knowledge is power, and power and knowledge is the only real thing. And there's only really one thing: joy or hatred, joy or misery. There's really only one: joy or not joy. And if you are unhappy and you feel like everything in your life has changed, you don't even have the will to get out of bed anymore. You're just like, screw this stuff. I am done. I'm done. I'm finished with this crap. If you are drained of all of your happiness and all of your content, and you are unhappy and you just cannot figure out what's going on. Now, I'm not saying that every symptom that I'm going to say is a sign that you are special, but I'm going to say the ones that are dead telltale signs, okay? If you have multiple dreams at night, 10, 11, 12 dreams a night, and you cannot remember them when you wake up. One's a nightmare, one's something good, one's something bad. If you can't remember when you wake up, and it happens a lot, this is a telltale sign that your bloodline has got, you've got a starseed lineage. If you have daydreams that are so vivid, you get lost, and then all of a sudden, bam, it happens in real life. Or if suddenly you know, oh my gosh, I was just thinking about that person today, and now I haven't seen them in 10 years, and they just show up. That's because you felt their energy, pulling your energy, before you even saw them. It wasn't that you thought of them, it's that they were thinking of you and you picked up on it. And meditation will help you clear this out. It will help you become the Prince of Wands, which is the Prince of Flames. I'm picking up Leo here, a Leo energy. A Leo energy, yep. You may have Leo in your sign, with the water sign, like an Aquarius, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio. You know, I just, yeah, okay, meditation. A couple of other signs are, if you're reading this video right now, you are definitely a starseed, and you are definitely meant to look. Failure at the bottom of the deck. This is overcoming it. We are done with this failure. We are done with no gain. Princess of Wands here with the Prince of Wands. In doing this, you are going to find your balance. You're going to find your other half. You are having a hard time right now. You have been hurt. Cruel. Oh, look at this interference. Anytime you try to do something, it's like you hit a brick wall. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever easy, right? It's like no matter what you do, something's there to mess it up. You go to the store, ain't nobody in the parking lot. You're like, word, I'm gonna get in and out of here. You go to the counter, everybody flocks around you. Suddenly you go outside, there's so many cars there, you have no clue where they came from. And you're like, what in the heck is going on here? You're so magnetic that all of them are attracted to you. Oh, here's the other 8 right next to it. Yeah, okay. This is going to be a quick awakening. It's going to be a quickening. You are going to go from this energy to this energy like that. You're going to switch. You are going to flip, and you are done here. You're gaining your strength through your dominion. Look at that. Strength through dominion. It's going to be swift, and it's going to be just. You are a sun child. This is my sign. You are a sun child. You listen to these words and you will be victorious. You will have victory. Look, the other one, indolence. Indolence. Look at this. These are the 8 of Cups, okay? All these cups are full, but they are the way you're feeling right now. The background is your emotion. You are having a hard time, and I understand. I still go through something called the dark night of the soul, and I spell it Knight, because it makes you come out of on the other side. That's cool. I gotta show you this. This was next. It makes you feel like this the entire time you're going through it. And your cycle may be either an 8-month cycle or an 8-year cycle. It may have been going through an 8-year cycle, okay? Where you feel like maybe empty nest syndrome or empty, maybe you couldn't have kids, or I don't feel like that's it though. Because our bloodlines usually are very procreative. However, see, you go from being, this energy right here, you going through the indolence and debacle. See, you're going through that stage of, it's just, I know it's hard. I understand. I really do. But once you accept this, accept what I'm saying is true. Accept yourself and understand. Let me get my light on here. I'm so sorry. Accept what I'm saying is the truth and the whole truth. Accept it and know it. And once you do this, hang on, you will be able to come out as the Emperor. And the Emperor is strong. He's got his north, south, east, and west up, and he is not afraid to say what he means. But a true Emperor, I have a feeling it's going to come out next. A true Emperor, yep, he knows how to treat his queen. Especially the queen who holds the light of the sun. And the Princess of Discs here with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're gonna be, yep, Look at this. You got success and pleasure at the deck. Look, you're gonna have success and pleasure in meditation with your queen. And maybe the two of you, maybe this is what's gonna happen for the two of you. You know, maybe it's what's meant to be. However, oh, yep. Disappointment is over. Look at that. Disappointment came out and then changed right over top of it. This is the end, my friend. This is all. And this is all you want. It's just peace. That's all we ever want is peace. But through meditation, through knowledge, you will, through calling on your angelic guides for wisdom and then listening to them. Listen for signs and secrets. Yep, this is my seal to let me know that I am done here. But I want you to pay attention. Here, I'm going to turn this way. Because we are done with the disappointment. We are done. Just out of curiosity. I pulled the top of the deck. Look at that. The Ion. The Ion. Okay, I'm going to let you guys get out of here. However, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please look at this, the Hermit. I just checked the Hermit. Listen, give me a like, or, you know, let me know if you like this video. If you see it, it's definitely meant for you. And if not, if you have anything you'd like me to read, if you want me to do tarot readings, if you want me to do astrological readings, anything like that, any kind of, I will be available. You can donate to the Lightworker Fund through my PayPal, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and goodbye for now.